How about now? Sound, guys? No sound? Do we have sound? Yeah? Oh, sad faces. No sound still? No sound? Oh, do we got sound? Are we good? Yes. I did not think that was going to work. Well, as you can see, it's been a fucking minute, right? All right. Let's get this back rolling here. I know y'all could probably hear that echo because it's so fucking annoying. Okay, how about that? We get rid of that echo. The echo's gone. Unfortunately, we now have sound. Very good. Don't you be mad, Brian Elder, because you got booted. The chat booted you, dog. Wasn't me. We're going to do it again. Let's do this intro for the third time. Third time's the charm. All right, hold on. All right, I got to get it going. Okay. Now, I think we're ready to get this fucking party started. Welcome, Blazing Nation! What's up, motherfuckers? Finally, we've got some sound. We needed that shit, man. How am I going to tell you about all the cool shit you've been missing out on if there's no fucking sound? Well, we fixed it because I am a technical genius, obviously, because I didn't have all my shit plugged into my PC. That's how long it's been. Been doing live shows at the Zone Comic Shop, which is a great comic shop, guys. You should go there and buy your comic books and all of your collectible needs. Other than the guy who owns the place, it's actually a pretty cool spot. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we got a great show for you, man. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, Casey. I was trying to do The Rock, man. That's what I was trying to do, and I've nailed it the first time. And you didn't fucking hear it. So, but it is on the recording because I did it a second time and it was good. But thank you for you guys being my man in the chair and telling me there was no fucking sound because that would really sucked. But guys, welcome to the internet's longest comic book monologue because I don't have a host, so it's kind of like me just talking. But I got a great show for you. I'm going to talk about my Disney trip. I gotta be careful. I gotta be really careful on what I say about that. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. And I'm going to tell you my thoughts on Solo. There's a Meatheads coming. I'm just trying to get Big Sam, get his big ass in somewhere so we can do it. But I'm just going to tell you what I thought about Solo for a little bit. And I think there may be a DC Marvel Comics crossover coming in the future. I think they're laying seeds for it now. I'm going to tell you my little thing. And they're which I thought was funny because the Nerdist actually just did a thing on. I seen it coming in from the gym today. I had it on my phone up on my dash and the video was playing and Chobot was talking about how it's evidently not just my theory, but there is some stuff that they didn't mention in their article that has led me to believe it. And one of them's up for review today, and that's Deadpool #1. So, and I know there's a lot of Deadpool fans out there. So y'all should be fucking happy, man. I'd have never picked that book up, but I did because I love you guys. So, and I'm glad I did because it's really good. So, but we're going to talk about that. On a really sad note, I'm sure you guys have heard Anthony Bourdain was found dead in his room or his hotel room this morning in, I think, Madrid, Spain. I think that's where he was at filming his show. I loved Anthony Bourdain's show. It was like, if that's one thing that I could do, like I like to cook. I'm not near as good as him, of course, but to see the world and cook and drink and meet people. I mean, like the dude had the perfect fucking job. Like he really had the perfect job. And to commit suicide, it just goes to show you, man, you have no, oh, okay, France. Thank you. Okay. France. Yeah, it fucks me up. Like, You'd have thought that guy loved everything about life, drinking, food, people, interaction. You would have thought that this dude would be one of the last guys on your list to kill himself. So now it could have been an OD, could have been an accidental overdose. Nobody knows, but it's really sad. And I just thought, cheers and pour a little out for Anthony Bourdain, because like his kind of personality and stuff reminds me of my own in a way, which is weird because we look nothing alike or anything, and he's way more intelligent than me. But anyway, but on a happy note, Collector Zone guys, they're blowing the fuck up, yo. They're blowing up. They're about to have a physical location, which is crazy. Like, they're going for like internet store to having its own physical location. They've got some other big news in the works. I'll announce that when it happens. I don't want to jinx anything, but guys, they're blowing up, man. And it's just a testament to their customer service and their availability to their customer. Collector Zone Cantina on Facebook. You get free shipping. You're going to get discounts. And it's a place for collectors, man. So if you're like a toy collector or a pop collector, that's just a place for you. You don't have to buy anything from them, but it's just a great community to be a part of. But that's one of the reasons that community is so solid, is because of the owner's interaction with the community. Wow, what a novel idea, giving customer service to your customers. Unfucking believable. It's amazing. But yeah, so really cool. Check that out. The Zone Comic Shop, which Big Sam and I have been doing meatheads from. It's great comic book store, man. It really is. I made a joke about the owner earlier, which is totally true. It really wasn't a joke. It was honest. He's a piece of shit. But no, I'm kidding. I love Dan. Dan's very knowledgeable, and it's really going to be it's a fucking it's what a comic book store should look like. Like, when you watch Big Bang Theory and you see that comic book shop, like I used to tell my wife, I'm like, holy shit, that is a awesome comic shop. Like, why doesn't any of the comic shops around here look like that? Well, Dan's doesn't look like that either. No, really. But it's damn close, and he's doing stuff to it all the time. So it's just a great shop. Go in there and check it out. Guys, I'm a proud member of the Giant Size Team Up Network. We've got great shows like Botch, Breaking the Panel, which I think we really had a really good episode with the Deadpool show. It was just the perfect number of people, and I streamed it live. I don't know how that went. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. I just kind of put the microphone down because you guys couldn't see the faces of the hosts that were talking, but really good roundtable. Sometimes those shows get a little too big for me, and it's a lot of people trying to give their opinions, and it doesn't really work out well. But I thought that we had a really good group of guys, and the conversation went really well. So check that out. Breaking the Panel. It was the Deadpool show. Hey, dog, check out patreon.com/Blazing Defender. If you like what I do, I'd appreciate your support. There's some original videos and content on there, and I've got some stuff coming for it. Like, I'm not going to get anything for it, but I just want to do it because I think it'd be fun. And my brother-in-law is kind of a video guy, and we're going to do some shit. So it'd be really cool. All right, fuck that. Enough of the bullshit. On with the show. Okay. What was we going to talk about first? Oh, I went to Orlando last week. We went to Disney with my brother-in-law and his 5-year-old. And, well, it was interesting. Like I said, I gotta be careful. Here. Treading real lightly here. If you don't have kids, you got no fucking reason to go. Okay? Take your money, and it's a lot of money, and go to a fucking beach or resort, somewhere where you can have a fucking good time. If you like rude people, screaming kids, more rude people, overpriced shit, really, really poor retail selection. What I mean by that is I was like, I'm going to go to Disney, and we're going to go to some stores, and I'm going to get some Disney exclusive stuff. That's real cool. I'm a toy collector, right? Like, I like that shit. Yeah, no, you're not. My gift shop in my resort had the same exact shit. So, yeah, way to drop the ball on that, Disney. But Animal Kingdom was our favorite. We rode I think it's called the Flight of Discovery. It's the Pandora ride from Avatar, the movie. It was the best ride I've ever rode, guys. It is by far the best ride I've ever rode. You ride a Banshee, which is the little flying dragon thing from Avatar. And it is amazing. Like, you feel it breathe under your legs. You're diving. It's shooting water on your face. And I guess it was water. I don't know. It was amazing. Really, that was really, really fun. It was hot. We had shitty weather. I don't even want to tell you about my last day because it will be the depressing Defender report, like Brian said earlier. So, yeah. If you want to go. We did it wrong. After you go once, you really kind of figure out, what you should do. And, but when you travel with people, you don't get to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. All right, enough of that. Holy shit, this show is bringing me down. Let's get off that subject. Solo. Okay, let's talk about Han Solo. How many of you guys seen Solo? Because I'm probably going to spoil the shit out of it. And, it's been out, motherfuckers. So you should have went and seen it. I don't know what else to fucking tell you. But we're gonna talk about Solo. First, let's talk about, I don't know, Donald Glover. Donald Glover plays young Lando Calrissian, Billy D himself. I liked Lando. I thought Lando was good. But this is what I didn't like. And guys, chime in if I'm wrong, which I'm never wrong because it's my show, but you can still chime in. I just choose not to see it. What's the deal with fucking a droid? Now, let's say I had a droid. I'm not going to say I wouldn't fuck it if it was fuckable. Okay? Lube can do what, I've fucked a lot of crazy shit that wasn't even a droid. Okay? Hey, we're being honest. This is my show. I can be fucking as honest as I want to be. You don't have to be, but I know you have too, you sick fucks. So, I've fucked a lot of shit that couldn't even talk to you. So, and I'm not talking about roofing somebody. You motherfuckers, y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong. Okay? Y'all are wrong. Yes, Marcos, the robot was odd. And it wasn't even funny. It was odd. It was awkward. You're kind of looking around at the other people in the movie. They're like, dude, do you feel the same way I do about this? So now, Big Sam, my co-host on Meatheads, he doesn't see it that way. He doesn't think Lando was fucking the droid. Does anybody in this chat not get that Lando was fucking the droid? Because she even said, because old girl Kira was like, how does that work? Oh, it works. And before that, she told Lando that he was going to have to do that thing to her later. And Lando kind of made that face fuck, okay. And you know what kind of thing you're talking about, because that's the kind of face the dude makes. All right? I was looking around does anybody else catch that shit too? So, yeah, really weird, but I thought Lando was great. He was smooth character. I really like that. Man, I've not heard that word fiffy since working in jail. Been locked up. Yeah, Marcos, Dennis probably is in jail right now streaming on a burner phone that he got in his prison wallet, if you know what I'm saying, if you've seen Deadpool. Yeah, I don't know what that means. So you might want to elaborate, Dennis, on what is that? 50? Fi? What is that? I don't even know what the fuck that is. And Marcos capitalized it and you didn't. It was an odd non-Disney moment. Imagine that. Yeah, right? Okay. Well, while they're doing that, back to Solo. Chewie was great. I thought Woody Harrelson's character was great. They're actually doing a one-shot comic of Harrelson's character, so if you really dug him, they're probably going to get more into his like backstory. I'm hoping. So that be looking forward to that. Solo. All right, the dude, the actor's name that I cannot remember that played Solo. That's not a good thing, by the way. Is a towel with lotion. Oh shit! I know that. Prison fuck. Oh, a magic sock. Yeah, Brian Elder's still in chat. Yeah, Brian's got an old crusty sock somewhere under his bed too. Okay, yeah, dude. Yeah, I've mangled many a sock. Okay, but the droid shit was weird. So this cat that's playing Solo, I don't like. I don't love him. All right, and like he would say certain things, and I would go, yeah, you're Han. You're Han. I get it. You're Han. And then in other moments, I'd be like, who is this motherfucker? Like, why did they pick this guy? So, I don't know. Real weird that cat was. But he wasn't terrible. To be honest, the story was a little slow for me in the beginning, but it really picked up. I love the ending. I love like heist movies and stuff. I love switcheroos. I love when you don't think our hero sees a way out, but he's seen it the whole time. So, yeah, they made Han really, really crafty in this movie, which was really cool. I like that. And there's a great nod to Han starting the rebellion, which was so sweetly done. Like, I loved it. I thought, oh my God, what great writing that was. So, kudos to the story writers because they did an excellent job. Now, okay, all that out of the way. Let's get down to the shit that I know made you excited because it made me excited. Maul, okay? And what's weird is I always think that like everybody knows the shit that I know because I'm dumb and I always figure everybody's smarter than me. And like there's people that didn't know Maul has been back. Maul has been back, okay? And they're like, whoa, what the fuck, Maul? And I'm like, yeah, dude, didn't you watch the Clone Wars cartoon? They brought him back. So what I did was I went back and watched the whole fourth season that they brought Maul back in. And then I got into the fifth season, which I had not seen, which really, that fifth season of Clone Wars talks about how Maul was trying to build his own army out of basically criminals. And when he meets Palpatine again, Palpatine says, I'm not going to kill you, but I'm going to, you're going to help me. Like, I got plans for your ass. So I would say Palpatine is the one that put him in charge of the Red Sun to help Palpatine do his undermining shit under the eyes of the Senate. So really, really cool to see Maul back in action. And I know when we got out of the theater, we all said that wasn't Ray Park. I'm like, well, Ray Park's obviously not playing him anymore because he looked nothing like Ray Park. It was Ray Park. So, and then they've shown the guy that's playing Boba Fett, and like him and this guy are like good buddies and they're training together and shit. So we might have more down the pipe for Maul and Boba Fett. And who knows? You know, who knows? We might see I don't know if we'll ever see a Maul solo movie or not, but it would be really great to see Maul back in the fold because to me, he was one of the most awesome, grossly underutilized villains, maybe in cinema history. Like, I can't think of another villain that projected the menacing ferocity that Maul did and him not be utilized at all. Like, he dies or supposed to have died. So if you haven't checked out Clone Wars season 4 and 5, please do so. 4 is good. 5 is fucking epic. And I'm not just talking about the Maul stuff, the Palpatine stuff. I'm talking about like the Yoda stuff with him learning how to project himself beyond the grave. Yeah, they get into that, which is really, really cool. So yeah, check that out. Clone Wars, seasons 4 and 5. I've heard Rebels is great. Rebels isn't on Netflix. I have a few on my DVR, but I haven't seen all of that yet, and I heard that's really good too. So I'm gonna check that out next. But Solo was really good for me. I gave it a 7, just because of the main character. When you have a main character. Casey says the Maul stuff is great in Rebels too. Someone at the Zone actually was telling me that it really gets into how he becomes the crime lord that he is obviously in Solo. So it's just really, I love it, man. Like, I get fucking pumped when they cross medias like that. Like, the cartoon shit is now coming to the movies. I'm waiting for the comic book stuff to slowly start to creep in. So me reading all these fucking comic books, I can finally have, something to be like, I knew it. I knew Dr. Aphra was Rey's mom. I knew it. So, so that's really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Star Wars needed a good showing here. And I say Star Wars, I don't give a fuck any Star Wars from here on out. The last two have been, to me and to a lot of fans, subpar, especially the last one with The Last Jedi was really subpar for a lot of fans. So Star Wars needed a win. Now, to me, this was a win, but box office wise, it wasn't. So I don't know what this does for the franchise going forward. I love these separate Star Wars tales like Rogue One, which to me was a better solo film. See what I did there? Solo film. Like a one-off film as opposed to like the Star Wars trilogies. But I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. They're still make a fuck ton of money. They're going to make a fuck ton of money. So they're going to keep fucking pushing them out. So I hope anyway. So more Maul, bitches, more Maul. All right. What else? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got a little theory here. And it was funny because I thought I had this fucking theory. And then today, I don't know when it was posted. I didn't even look at that. Then I see where Nerdist, they did a little episode on it. And I was like, oh, well, son of a bitch. So anyway, but I do have some stuff for them that they didn't tell you. So there you go. All right. They're not comic book people. They like to think they are. They're not. We are comic book people. Okay. So does anybody remember Lobo the Duck? Take your time on that one. Nobody? Lobo the Duck was the shit. Go look that shit up online. Lobo the Duck was awesome. Back in the 90s. But our last DC Marvel crossover was 15 fucking years ago. And honestly, the Nerdist did get this right. We've had a ton of like backlash, like not Kevin Feige, but Mark Quesada said that DC films are like two well-endowed porn stars that couldn't get it up or some shit. I don't know. Like, there's been a lot of jabs back and forth through the years. So, Algama Comics. Yes, they actually even brought that up in the Nerdist thing, and I really didn't remember that. Like, they created both companies created their own comic book company for a minute. But it was that Lobo the Duck? I don't remember. And then there was the Batman when it was like Batclaw or something like that. It was like Batman and Wolverine smashed together. There was one with Captain America and Superman, which was really cool. I can't remember them all. But anyway, the last DC Marvel crossover I do remember, and it was kind of stupid. Batman and Captain America had a fight. And it was like, literally, you could count the panels and nobody outlanded another blow. So it was like a tie. You know what I mean? Dark Claw. Yes, Casey, thank you. Dark Claw was like a smash between Batman and Wolverine, which was pretty cool. That was actually a pretty cool book, too. So anyway, this is my theory. In Infinity Prime #1, okay, Captain Marvel, she has the Reality Stone, so she's able to see all the Captain Marvels from other dimensions. Well, there's a little shot of a Captain Marvel that looks vastly different than the rest of the Marvel Universe Captain Marvels, and it's very obviously Shazam from the DC universe. And then in an issue I have today, Infinity Countdown Captain Marvel #1, there's another shot of a Shazam-like Captain Marvel. You don't see his face, but you see his arm, his cape, his boots. So, yeah. So, like, okay, gotcha, Captain Marvel. All right. Now, okay, that's not enough for you. I get it. Hold on. I know you all think I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I am. But here's another one. Okay, in Action Comics 998, Booster Gold calls Skeets Alfred. After Skeets takes offense to the name, he's like, well, it's not like I can call you Jarvis. That's a whole other timeline. Okay, now, he could either be referencing the butler from the comic books, Alfred, or he could be referencing the MCU Jarvis, which was, before it became Vision, which was the operating system in Tony's armor. Like Skeets is for Booster, right? So, thought that was really cool. Now, this could all be like little one-offs, and everybody's kind of giving a shout out to other creators across the company lines. I don't think so. Lockjaw #4, Lockjaw's teleporting a fight across the dimensions, okay? So, to minimize damage. And you actually see, like, it'll say Duck World. Okay, that was one of the dimensions. They're named, okay? Duck World, which I'm like, Howard the Duck? Donald the Duck? What the fuck? Okay. And then there's one where it's obviously Superman and Wonder Woman kind of floating over the city, looking at the fight. And they're basically like, hey, get out of here. It's private property. You know, that's what they say. You never see their faces, but you obviously see the classic uniforms, right? And it says the name of the dimension is redacted. What the fuck? Come on. So they're going through a lot of trouble, guys, to put these little snippets in there, okay? I don't think it's happenstance. I don't think it's one creator going, hey, man, I'm over here, love what you're doing. I don't think that's it. Marvel's not like that. A while back, an issue of Spider-Man Deadpool had them walk out of Nighthawk versus Hyperion, Dawn of Boredom. Oh, wow. That is an old issue then. I'd like to read that. Nighthawk versus Hyperion. That'd be a good little fight. Dawn of Boredom. That's hilarious. Speaking of Deadpool, cool segue there. In this newest issue of Deadpool #1, let me go ahead and pull that up, and we'll just go ahead and get in the reviews to that as well. Dude, I had all kinds of stuff here to put up. I'm so off my game today. Okay. All right. So this is the Deadpool. This is Deadpool #1. All right, written by Scotty Young. And in it, there's a main story, and then there's like a sub story at the end, or an extra story, okay? And Deadpool's talking to Negasonic about, his origin story. And he's like, write this down. So basically, he does one where it's the movie origin, okay? And then the second one is a Spider-Man origin. Deadpool gets things messed up, right? Well, the second one is basically he crashed to Earth in a ship. 2 people find him, pick him up, and they end up being like white trash, which is funny. But that's not okay. All right, Superman's origin, right? Well, then there's another one, and a father and mother are taking their son down an alley after a movie, and a guy shows up, kills the parents in front of the kid. The pearls dropping blood and everything. And she's like, wait a minute. Negasonic's like, wait a minute. This one really happened, didn't it? Deadpool's, yep, totally. And I was not the kid. So Deadpool is the one that killed Wayne's parents. Now, in this, at the end of that, you kind of see where that kid may end up being somebody else too. Maybe it's not, of course it's not Batman, But there was a lot in this one as far as DC origins. So a lot going on. I don't know. See you, Dennis. Dennis has got to go. But yeah, I think that there's something brewing, and I think it would be great, and I think a lot of fans would get a kick out of it. I ain't saying it's something they got to do all the time, but give us one fucking quality crossover where people are fighting and we get actual wins. Like Captain America beat Batman. Obviously, he's standing over his bloody body. The Hulk beats Superman, or vice versa, whatever. But like, give us a fucking win. Like, make it definitive. This guy beat this guy. That would be great as far all of us fanboys go. Some of us be really upset, especially like Batman was to beat Cap. It'd be really, really, really shitty. Okay, Deadpool #1, written by Scotty Young. We're going to get into the reviews. It's good. It's really good, guys. Very, very much a take from the movie. Again, Negasonic Teenage Warhead is in this. Wilson is paid to take this guy out. He's like a biker, but he's obviously a mutant or enhanced. He beats the dog shit out of Wade, and then Wade craftily dispatches him, which I won't tell you how he does it. And then he's like walking around naked. I think I got a picture of that. Hold on. Not him. Yeah, I do have a picture of him walking around naked, which is weird. I chose this one. But it just shows you the zaniness of Deadpool. Like, he blew the guy up, and now he's walking out, and he's got, like, nothing on. He don't give a fuck. So then we have a Guardians cameo because there's a Celestial coming to town, which never bodes well for the Marvel Universe. And the only way to take him out is there is a weapon, and it appears Deadpool is in possession of this weapon. And so we're going to get maybe Deadpool versus a fucking Celestial, which would be fucking awesome. So well written, very, very funny. So check out Deadpool #1. It's a great jumping on point, and especially if you like the movie, Scotty Young's got the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool voice down pat. So really, really good. I give it a 7.5. The art's really good. It's a little messy, as you can see here, which wasn't the greatest page. I just kind of wanted to show you the Deadpool with the sensor on his junk, which I thought was funny. But yeah, it's not the greatest artwork, but it definitely works. All right, next book. Let me pull this one up here. Let's see, Infinity Countdown cover. Here it is. Yay, Infinity Countdown. All right. Now, this one, guys. Okay. This is a great cover. Like, I love it. I think it's art. I think Arthur Adams did this. Casey will probably correct me on that. It really looks like Arthur Adams' art. I know he's doing a lot of these covers. But it's Rocket on the fingertip of Galactus. Now, when you see this cover, like, if you're like me, you're like, oh, shit, dog. Rocket's going to be talking some crazy smack to Galactus. What is going to happen? Well, don't get your hopes up, because that never happens in this. Yeah, I was kind of upset myself. But Galactus is in this. We've got Ultron with an Infinity Stone. He's released rockets that he's going to basically infect the entire universe with, like, Ultrons. So before that can happen, Silver Surfer goes to Galactus. It's Ultron World, basically. Silver Surfer goes to Galactus and was like, dude, I got to have your help. Well, if you haven't been reading any of the Ultimate stuff, you don't really know what's happened to, Nick Bradshaw. Nick Bradshaw did the cover. He's like Adams on a budget. That's hilarious. And I bet you Nick Bradshaw isn't a douche like Adams is. So it looks a lot like Arthur Adams. But anyway, Neil Adams. So anyway, Galactus has become, he's not the Devourer anymore. He's the Life Bringer. So he basically takes dead planets and brings them back to life, which is really, really cool. It happened in the pages of the Ultimates, which was a great book if you like the cosmic stuff. So Surfer, Galactus is like, fucking how dare you? Like, how dare you ask me that? Like, that can never happen. Well, it does happen. And that's probably the most incredible thing in this book that actually happened. And I won't tell you how it ends, but it is a very huge turn for the Marvel Universe, and for all universes, really, to be honest. But, like, the Warlock stuff was okay. The Guardian stuff, I just don't like how, who wrote this? Dugan. God, Phil would hate me saying this, but I don't like it. I don't like the way he makes the Guardians talk. I don't like the way he makes the Guardians interact with each other. The art is just okay for me. I don't dig it. But it's an expensive book. These Infinity Countdown books are really expensive. $4.99, $5. Wow, I did not realize I paid that for this. And plus, you get no Rocket and Galactus. Like, they never interact in the entire issue. So the cover's a little misleading. Very cool cover, but misleading. I give it a 5. If you're following the Infinity Countdown stuff, continue it, because this is really going to build up into something massive. I mean, we've got all these Infinity books. That was okay. Casey said, I love Parallel Earth, Favell. Yeah, I did too. There wasn't enough of it. It was only like a few pages. So, but again, these books are having little moments, and it's a $5 book. You got to give me more for a $5 book. I'm sorry. And then, like, you got this one, which I'm not even reviewing. It is the Infinity Countdown Captain Marvel #1. Basically, she's trying to figure out how to do things different by talking to all the Marvels of other dimensions. There is that shot, though, of the Shazam Captain Marvel in this issue. It's one of the reasons I picked it up, but it's not worth buying. Don't waste your money on it. And let's see what else I got. Okay, I've got a couple others. Oh, it's Batman. We're going to get Batman-centric. As Marcos would say, oh, wow, another Batman comic. Yeah, well, yeah, I love Batman. All right. Where is my Batman cover at? There's Deadpool, Infinity Watch, Batman Prelude cover, Prelude 2. Okay, well, I don't have it. I thought I had it. All right, this is what it looks like, though. Tom King, who you guys know I really, really dig. Now, it's a cool cover, right? It's Joker smashing like a chessboard with, Batman and Catwoman and all them. Joker, if you guys didn't know, is really pissed off he doesn't have an invitation to this wedding, which it's Joker, right? So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to go ahead and put up the Prelude issue. Where's that? Here's the first one. Okay. But that's not this book. That's the book I'm talking about. It's Batman 48. And Tom King, me and Tom King have a love-hate relationship. I love almost everything he does. I really don't like his Joker. His Joker makes no sense to me, which I think's the point. He's supposed to be chaotic and chaos and and all that shit. Just doesn't work for me. I know there's 1,000 Tom King fans out there that are going to fucking disagree with me. And that's fine. You can most certainly disagree with me. I actually relish it. But for me, it doesn't work. He's not funny. He's not even creepy. He's just kind of stupid. And how Batman reacts to him in this issue, Joker's trying to get Batman's attention. So he goes to a church and is basically just shooting people. And then, and this is what really pisses me off, okay? And I have to find the page just so I get it right, because God knows Tom King fans will fucking come after me. Okay, he grabs a hostage, and he's like, oh my God, if I don't have a hostage, Batman's going to punch me. He's literally saying this out loud, okay? So he's like, oh, got one now. Don't move. I'm telling you, don't move, or I'll bang. And he shoots her. Shoots her fucking in the head right in front of Batman. And he goes, oh, or maybe I won't, because I suppose I just did. Oops. And then Batman's like, take that motherfucker out, dog. Like, what are you doing, Batman? More people are going to fucking die. So, and then he actually gets to drop on Batman, shoots him in the head, but Kevlar helmet, haha, right? And then there's something at the end. I won't spoil it because you might read it. I didn't like, this is the worst issue for me of Tom King's run on Batman. And mainly it's because I don't like his Joker. Casey says he inherited his trash Joker from Morrison. Oh, Marcos, fuck you. I see your comment now. Surprising because it's a Batman book. It was this week, dude. What the hell? So anyway, back to King's Joker. I hated him in War of Jokes and Riddles, but he was a side player, so I was cool with it. Here, he's obviously taking the front because this arc is called The Best Man, because Joker's trying to be Batman's best man, which is funny, and it's not. So yeah, I give it a fucking 3. The art is really, really good, but other than that, the story sucks. All right, we're gonna get to Prelude, and where's my number 1 book at? Oh, here it is. Okay, we're gonna get to Prelude. I'm gonna do Preludes 1 and 2 together, because 2 sucks. Number 1 is really, really good. It's Robin versus Ra's al Ghul. Now, I really, really wish. Now, see, like, okay, the last cover, the Infinity War countdown. No, I'm sorry, Infinity Countdown cover with Rocket on Galactus's finger. They never. It's like misleading, right? This one, I really wish they gave me another cover, because as the story goes, you're really not sure what's going on until the end, and you're like, oh shit, it was on the fucking cover. Okay, so it's the cover's kind of spoiler alert. All right. But it's really good issue, man. I love Damian Wayne. I love him. He's a little fucking prick. He's a little shit bastard. He's like a fucking kid, and if you hate kids like I do, but he was trained by the fucking League of Assassins, and now he's trained by Batman. That would be like your worst nightmare for a punk kid, because you can't do nothing about it. He's going to whoop your ass or outsmart you. So Damian and Selena are out, and we're getting Damian fitted for the wedding, and him and Selena are having this conversation, and Damian is such a little shit. I love it. So then he's kind of sneaking off to go break into an arcade to break his high score, because he's still a kid, right? But because he's Robin, he can break in places and they never find him. He runs into someone, spoiler alert, Ra's al Ghul, but he doesn't appear as Ra's al Ghul first because of something that happened while he was getting fitted. Very, very smart writing. Very, very smart writing here. Like, I love it. Like, this is the kind of shit that I like, okay? So this Seeley cat who wrote this, I have no idea who the fuck he is. I don't even know his first name. Here, Tim Seeley. Yeah, and but I'm going to give the penciler some props here. Brad Walker, who I'm not familiar with, really, really good renditions of the characters, really good action sequences. He does a really good job here on the art, so I'll give massive props to him. But this is a really good issue, guys. I'm going to give it an 8 because of the twists and turns in it. And like I said, when you have a bad memory like I do, thank God I forgot that cover, because I didn't realize it was Ra's until the end. And if you read the cover and you're like, where's Ra's at? You're going to be like, where the fuck is Ra's at? Oh shit, there he is. So it was really cool. But yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Now the second one, do I even have that cover? The second one is crap. It is fucking crap, yo. All right, hold on. Let me find this. Dude, I load these, and I always forget them. So you're getting them. You're going to get them no matter what now. Here it is. Nope, that's not it. Here it is. Nope, that's not it. That's the same one. Okay. Oh, well. You're not getting it. Here, I'll show you. It's Nightwing versus Hush. Okay. It says number 1, but it's part 2. Why do you do this, DC? Batman, Prelude to the Wedding, number 1, part 2. No, dude. I just had number 1, part 1. That's number 1. This should be fucking number 2. Whatever. It sucks. Hush. Okay. Superman and Nightwing are going to take Batman on a bachelor party. Okay, now Bruce Wayne's not getting married to Selena Kyle because that would raise too many questions. So Batman is getting a bachelor party as Batman. All right, so Nightwing and Superman are taking him out. The whole idea was to get him in this little pocket dimension. They had a little fishing boat with 3 poles. They were going to fish and tell stories. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, Hush fucks all that up. And then there's a fight between Hush and Nightwing. It leads really nothing to the story other than at the very end, you see where the Joker is responsible for Ra's showing up, for Hush showing up. Joker is really trying to fuck up this wedding. Okay? So, and how the fuck did he find out? No one really knows, but I'm sure that's part of the story too. I give it a 5. I mean, if you're into this prelude to the wedding thing, check it out. That's the only reason I did, but I probably won't be buying number 3. And Tim Seeley wrote this as well, but not near as clever writing as there was in number 1, part 1. Okay. Yeah, stupid. All right, guys. I really hope I have this one loaded because this is my pick of the week. And I do, bitches. Awesome. All right. JLO cover. Prelude to a Wedding. Good Lord. How many times did I load that? That book was not worth loading that many times. That's for sure. JLA cover. There it is. Okay. Here it is. Justice League number 1 by my boy, friend of the show, Scott Snyder. Now, Scott Snyder's got some making up to do. Metal was not great. Not great. It had really cool moments, but 70 to 75% was not great. Too much, way too much story to tell. And it just didn't work for me. Sorry, Scott. Love you. You and Greg both. But I was very excited to see he was going to be the new writer on Justice League. So this is my pick of the week, guys. This is a fantastic story. A great number 1 for the Justice League. You've got Martian Manhunter back in the fold, which I was always a big Martian Manhunter fan. And he's coordinating these attacks. Like each leaguer is like hoarding off their own attack in the Dark Universe. So Martian Manhunter's kind of like the man in the chair. He's kind of like my Casey. Like he's doing the shit. It's really, really cool. Well, in Metal, the Source Wall was broken. Now, if you're familiar with DC Comics, you know what the Source Wall is. Well, the Source Wall was holding back something. Well, what we come to find out, it may have not been holding back something as much as incubating something or imprisoning something maybe. We don't know yet. But whatever it is, it's ready to come out and come to Earth. So Martian Manhunter picks up on this. Now, you've got Vandal Savage, who is the key villain in the very beginning of this book. Luthor shows up, and again, Luthor being 4 steps ahead of everyone, even someone like Savage, he knows what's coming, and he's ready for this. So now the League has a choice. Oh, and I've got a great shot of this, which I thought was so cool. Yeah, man, the Green Lantern. I'm like, where's Green Lantern? Where's Green Lantern? And they use Jonathan Stewart, who's one of my favorite Green Lanterns. And look at this gun that he has made with the ring. This gun shoots let me get this right, because this is some of the shit that Scott Snyder comes up with that's fantastic. His bullet contains a miniaturized omniversal wormhole. It's encased in 10th metal. It should transport the totality outside the Source Wall, destroying it. The totality is what they're calling this energy that's racing towards Earth. So John Jones, Martian Manhunter, gets them all the Leaguers on a table, like telepathically, and they're going to take a vote. And they're like, well, wait a minute. The Earth is out of balance right now because of the Dark Universe, all the shit that happened in Metal. Maybe this fixes it. Superman brings that up, which, of course, he's always a glass half full guy. Batman's kind of like, I've already called Green Lantern. He's ready to take a shot. So Wonder Woman's like, well, what do we think? They've made John Jones the chairman of the Justice League, so he's got to call the vote. And they want, he needs to vote. So he tells them why he came back to the league. He's got the story and everything on why he come back. And, dude, this story's great. I'm not going to ruin this story for you. But it's like you get the death of a big-time villain. Like, he gets beaten to death, which is pretty cool. And then you get John Jones is so fucking powerful, dude. Like, he destroys a moon in this book. Like, he saves Earth by destroying a moon. It was pretty crazy. He turns like this Martian dragon. It was awesome. But the art is really, really good, even though in some spots it didn't look finished. It's Young. Oh, let's see here. Young. What is Young's first name? Jim Young. Yeah, Jim Young and Scott Snyder. In some areas, his pencils don't look finished, like especially from a distance. Like faces kind of lose detail, but like as you can see there, I mean, Jonathan Stewart looks fantastic. And there's a splash page with Sinestro, Grodd, Joker, Cheetah, and Manta. They're the new Injustice League that Luthor has formed. Hey, dude, it's just so cool, man. This book was great. I'm so glad, so happy to see the Justice League come back like they have. So very excited, man. So I give this a 9. It almost a 9.5. It's that good. The story is so compelling, and it really gets me amped up for the next issue, and that's what number ones have to do. So, great start to the DC Universe. Some other comics I'm going to tell you about real quick, guys. That was my pick of the week. Versus, which has been a fantastic comic book. I hope to get into that next week. Doomsday Clock. Come on, man. Doomsday Clock is fucking one of the best books out there right now. Kill or Be Killed, which I've not read this yet. This series is ending. It has been a marvelous series by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Lazarus, which I fucking love Lazarus, dude. What a world that Greg Rucka has created there. I mean, it is fantastic. And Realm. If you guys have not checked out Realm, you've got to. You got to check it out. It is sorcery, magic, badassery, Marines, assassins, dudes with fucking big axe blades on their shotguns like my boy here in the cover. I mean, it's really, really good. It's a lot of fun. I would so love to see this as a movie or a Netflix series. I think it'd be great. But shit, that's it. That's all I got. And guys, just you know how I like to end the show. Talking about my Disney trip, just reinforces this. And when I came back home, it actually made me go even harder, if that's possible. But one of the reasons the trip sucks so bad is because people are just nasty and rude. People don't understand the concept of a line, of how traffic flows. People are just they don't give a shit about you, about your family. They don't care about you. So if everybody just cared a little bit, if you know how you felt with somebody cut in front of you, or somebody ran into you, or you weren't paying attention and you caused a pile up, then you should know how it feels, and you should look toward not doing that in the future, because you know how it didn't feel very good. So that was one of the reasons the trip was so bad, is because I just got really sick of people. And I love people. I love talking to people. I love interacting with people. And I wanted to snap people. I wanted to kill people. I really had to talk myself out of saying a lot of mean, nasty shit, because it's just not cool. But in a way, I thought, if I fucking break this guy in half, he won't be such an asshole next time. But he probably would, is the bad thing. My point being, be nice to other people. treat people like you'd want to be treated. It's disrespectful to cut in line. It's disrespectful to push somebody out of the way. You wouldn't want that shit done, so don't fucking do it to somebody else. So that's it, guys. No more depressing Defender Report. Really glad to be back behind the microphone. Guys, podcasting awards are coming up. I'm going to need your help, as always. I was a nominee last year. I really look forward to being a nominee this year. Maybe even win that motherfucker, right? But yeah, guys. No, I did not challenge Gaston to arm wrestling, but I did go to Gaston's Tavern, where they sell no alcohol. So Gaston is a bitch. Gaston's a bitch. No one can drink beer like Gaston. No, Gaston, you don't even sell beer at your place, dude. That shit was weak. But I did have some really cool moments with the Beast, with Mickey, Alvin. There's pictures on Facebook if you want to check them out. I met Kylo Ren. He and I are on the dark side together. I'm actually his new apprentice. We didn't tell anybody because we work in secret. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, Jason says 3 days in Danny and try to keep me quiet. Trust me, I snapped. I did snap a couple times, and I didn't even feel bad about it. Like, normally I'm like, why did I let my temper get the best of me? It felt fucking great. Like, it felt like when Banner finally lets go and just lets the Hulk fucking steer, man. That's what it felt like, and I wanted to just keep doing it, but I didn't. But yeah, I was there 7 days, Jason, 7 days. And I had to give myself a fucking pep talk every day I walked outside because I knew I was going to come to that point where I was going to lose my shit. But yeah, so anyway, be nice, just be nice. I want to be nice. I want to laugh. I want to have a good time. And, you know, I don't go anywhere not to have a good time. For you guys that know me, you know that. So, you know, life's too fucking short for all that shit. But guys, a lot of cool stuff coming up. A lot of cool comic books to be read. We got movie shit coming on real soon. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Stay tuned right here to Blazing Defender Report for all your news for comic books and movies. There's going to be Meatheads on Solo. There's going to be a solo review on the Blazing Defender Report. Getting it all in the works, man. Just trying to get people together is a little bit tougher sometimes than it should be, actually. But I always appreciate the support, guys. Like I said, podcasting awards are coming up, and I'm going to need your help getting out there, getting people to vote. It's a big deal. It's like, I don't know, I never thought I would take pride in something like that, but I really did. It really kind of validates what I do here. If I don't win, I don't give a fuck. But it just kind of keeps me going a little bit. It kind of motivates me. So, again, thank you so much. Check out patreon.com/Blazing Defender Report. And guys, I'll see you next week. I'm working some trades next week, so it's going to be a little tough, but I know there's a narrow window in there I can get a show in, and we'll have sound. I promise you at the start of the show, we'll have sound. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. See you soon. Peace. Mike on the mic. Dude, I'm getting an error on my recording. So I hope you're getting this. If not, I'm going to be really sick in my stomach. All right, man. I appreciate all you do, buddy. Peace.